Class 10 students. This is today's Class 10 ICSE Maths Board Paper 2022. And I'm sure you're wondering about the answer key and if you have written the answers correctly. So here is section B solved for you of this ICSE Maths Board Paper 2022. So here we are, that is section B. You know that section B is going to be of 40 marks and you will have from question 2 to question 6 to be selected from. Each one of these questions are going to be for 10 marks each. And if you look at the time management, we have 90 minutes for 40 marks. So we will have to plan 20 minutes per question. Okay, now let us look at our question number 2. The first part says prove that 1 upon 1 plus sine theta plus 1 upon 1 minus sine theta equal to 2 sec square theta. So we start with LHS and we take LCM of the left hand side, and then this comes here 1 minus sine theta, this goes there 1 plus sine theta. You can see sine theta getting cancelled, and you will have 2 upon here in the denominator. It is 1 minus sine square theta because of a plus b and a minus b, and 1 minus sine square theta is equal to cos square theta. Now remember, we have to go towards sec square theta. What is sec square theta? It is 1 upon cos square theta. So you have to keep looking for this denominator to look like this. So 1 minus sine square theta is going to be cos square theta because sine square plus cos square equal to 1, right? But we want not 1 upon cos square theta, but we want it as sec square theta. So remember, 1 upon cos square theta is sec square theta. So we write it as 2 into 1 upon cos square theta, which is 2 sec square theta, which is your RHS, and hence proved. So taking the LCM, this will be your first mark, and then to solve this and get this correct, that will be your second mark. Okay, that's how you'll get your 2 marks. Let us come to question 2, second subpart. Find A if A, which is 2a plus 2 comma 3, B 7 comma 4, and C 2a plus 5 comma 2, they are collinear. If they are collinear, that means they are going to be in the same straight line. They could be in any order, but remember the slope of BA and slope of AC and slope of BC, they will all be equal. And so we start with A, we write the coordinates like so, and we write the slope formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Slope of AB will be y2 minus y1, that is this, upon x2 minus x1, like this. Okay, open the bracket and then you will get, if you call this slope of AB as m1, then 4 minus 3, which is 1, and here 7 minus 2 is 5, 5 minus 2a is going to be our first slope. Now slope of BC is going to be, for B, we will take this 2 minus this 4 and this 2a plus 5 minus 7. So I have written exactly the same way. 2 minus 4 gives us minus 2, and in the denominator it is 2a minus 2. I have taken out 2 common and cancelled this 2 so that it becomes minus 1 upon a minus 1. We'll call that as m2. Now if A, B, C are collinear, then the slope of AB and slope of BC will be equal. So we will have this showing the two slopes equal, and when you simplify, you will get A equal to 4, and that's our answer. Now to get all this up to here is 1 mark, and equating and getting A equal to 4, that is your second mark. Question number 2, third subpart. Calculate a mean of the following distribution, and we have the class intervals 5 to 15, 15 to 25, 25 to 35, 35 to 45, 45 to 55. and these are the frequencies given. But if we have to find the mean, then we need to find the mid value or the class mark, and we need to make a table. So the table is made here. These are the class intervals. This is the frequency, and x value will be 5 plus 15 upon 2, that is 20 upon 2, that is 10, that is the mid value or the class mark. Here it will be 20, here it will be 30, so I have listed them like so. And then we take f and x, we multiply. This will be 20, 6 2 is 12, so 120, 4 3 is 12, so 120, 8 4 is 32, so 320, 4 5 is 20, so 200. We know the formula for our mean as sigma fx upon sigma f. So sigma f will be 24 when we add this, and sigma fx, total it up, it is 780. And so we have mean equal to sigma fx upon sigma f, which is 780 upon 24. Cancel it by 4. So 195 upon 6, and we get our answer as 32.5. So to get this 1 mark, to get this 1 mark, to write the formula and to get this will be the 3rd mark. So it's a 3-mark question. Let us move to question number 2, 4th subpart. In the given figure, O is the center of the circle, PQ and PR are tangents, and QPR angle is 70, that is this one. Calculate angle QOR. So QOR is here, I'll call that as A, and QSR, I'll call this as B. Okay, now this 70 is given. Now remember, this OQ and OR, they are the radii at the point of contact, so they are going to be perpendicular to the tangents. So I have written just that. Can you see that? Now this quadrilateral, we have 70, 90, 90 and connected with this A. Okay, so in the quadrilateral I have written the 4 angles, and the sum is 360 because angles of the quadrilateral add up to 360. Then by simple calculations, your QOR turns out to be 110. So this is your 110 degrees, this one over here. Okay, and that is our answer 1. Now in order to get this B is the angle which is subtended in the minor segment. So it is subtended by this major arc. Now this major arc at the center is making this angle, which is the reflex angle QOR. This reflex angle QOR will be 360 degrees minus this 110. So see what I have written. Reflex angle QOR is 360 minus 110 because angles around the point add up to 360. That turns out to be 250. So we have this angle. This is 250 degrees, and this is going to be connected with this angle because this one is the angle at the center and this is the angle at the circumference, which is subtended by the same arc, which is the major arc. Okay, this is subtending this angle at the center and this angle at the circumference. So 250 and this B, they will be connected as half. This B is going to be half of 250. Angle at the circumference is half angle at the center. So can you see that QPR is half of reflex angle QR, since angle at circumference is half angle at the center, so that is half of 250, which is 125. Okay, so this is going to be 1 mark. To get this is going to be 1 mark, and to write this is going to be 1 mark. Okay, so that is how it is a 3-mark question. Now I hope you got question number 2 fully right and you got 10 on 10. You can write in the comments if it is 10 on 10. Let's come to question number 3. A bag contains 5 white, 2 red and 3 black balls. A ball is drawn at random what is the probability that the ball thrown in is a red ball? So in our solution, because it's a 2-mark question, we need to write the statement. Actually, you can do this mentally, but we need to write the statements, right? So total number of balls will be this 5 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, that will be 7 and 3, 10. And they are asking for the probability of the red ball. So number of red balls will be 2. Then we write our formula. Probability of a red ball will be number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. That is 2 upon 10. 2 ones, 2 fives we cancel, and we have 1 upon 5. So write this for 1 mark. Write this for 1 mark. That's how we get our 2 marks. If the statements are missing, the marks could be missing. Okay? Let us come to question 3, the second part. A solid cone of radius 5 centimeters, height 9 centimeters is melted and made into small cylinders, radius 0.5 centimeter, height 1.5 centimeter, and find the number of cylinders. Now remember, one solid melts into another. Their volumes are going to be the same. Yes, so we will write the data for cone this way and cylinder this way for clarity of thought. The volume of cone and the volume of n number of small cylinders will be the same because the material is the same. So volume of cone, we write the formula 1/3 pi r square h. So that will be 1/3 pi into 5 into 5 into 9. Now we cancel 3 ones and 3 threes. So we will have 5 into 5 into 3 pi centimeter cubes. No need to substitute the value of pi because then the calculations become easier. The volume of n cylinders will be n into pi r square h. That is the volume of cylinder, right? Pi r square h. So n into bracket pi as it is, and the cylinder radius is 0.5. So I write 5 upon 10, 5 upon 10, and h is 1.5. So 15 upon 10. Now the volume of the cone and volume of n cylinders, they are going to be same. So we equate them and we write these numbers as we got them here. And then we cancel pi and pi this way here. We transfer all these quantities there that side like so. And then pi and pi get cancelled. 5 and 5 get cancelled. 3 ones and 3 fives. And we have 5 goes 200 times here, correct? And the number of cylinders we will have as 200, and that's our answer. So we will have to equate this. This will be your 1 mark, and to write these together like this, that will be your 1 mark. Okay, so that's how we get the 2 marks for this question also. Let us come to question 3, third part. The third part is with a diagram which is given. 2 lampposts A, B and C, D, each of height 100 meter and 100 meter. They are on either side of the road. P is the point on the road between the 2 lampposts, and the angle of elevation of the top of the lamppost from point P are 40 here and 60 here. We have to find PB and PB. So for our solution, we'll have triangle ABP. In right triangle ABP, we will connect this with this and we use this angle. Now if we take this 40, can you see tan 40? I wrote it as AB upon BP, correct? Which comes out to be 100 upon BP. And if you cross multiply, you'll get PB here and 100 upon tan 40. Now tan 40 is going to be a decimal number of 4 digits, and I don't want to divide by a decimal number. So I cancel this and I wrote over here, please omit. Which means now I should be taking this complementary angle in this triangle. So I should be taking in this triangle not 40 degrees but 50 degrees here. Okay. Now if I take 50 degrees, for this the tan will be PB upon 100. So can you see it is PB upon AB, that is PB upon 100. And now your PB will be equal to tan 50 multiplied by 100. So tan 50 is 1.1918 and that multiplied by 100, it's much easier calculation than dividing like this, correct? Yeah. So to get this will be 1 mark. Okay. To get this part, this will be 1 mark. And now in the second triangle, we can connect 100 with y and we can use this 60. Now 60 is not a problem because tan will be root 3. We know the value of it already, so it doesn't really matter. We can rationalize it also. So let us look at tan 60 is going to be CD upon PD. So root 3 is equal to CD is 100 meter upon PD. So PD will be 100 upon root 3 and then we rationalize it like so. Okay. So after rationalizing, we will get 173.2 upon 3 and then we divide by 3 and you can round off to 1 decimal place also. But I have written here 3 decimal places, 57.7 meter also you can write, and that is for a 1 mark. Okay, so that's how we get our 3 marks. Let us come to the fourth part. Question 3, fourth part. Let's look at our question. Here, this is our question. Marks obtained by 100 students in an examination and the class intervals are given for the marks and the number of students are given. Draw the histogram for the given data using a graph paper and find the mode. Take 2 cm equal to 10 marks along one axis and 2 cm equal to 10 students along the other axis. So let us see the graph, how we have drawn it. So here is the graph. As you can see, the scale on both axes is 2 cm equal to 10 units. So you can see 0, that is the origin, and then these are 2 centimeters. So 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, that is 10 units here, and 1 centimeter here, 1 centimeter here, that is another 10 units there. Okay. Now I feel that the scale should have been a little larger for the y-axis, but we have to stick to the scale that is given by the examiner. Okay, so we write here y-axis, we write here frequency, that is the number of students, and then we write here marks, and then we have 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, like so. 0 to 10, we have 5 as the frequency. Then 10 to 20, it was 15, 20 to 30 was 20, 30 to 40 is 28, and 40 to 50 is 20, and here 50 to 60 is 12. So now we take the corner here and this corner here and we join it, and where they intersect, that is going to be our mode, and the mode is 35 marks. Make sure that you write it like so. Mode is 35 marks. Now this will be for your 1 mark, and then to draw this will be 1 mark accurately, each one of them, and then to label the axis properly and the scale, that will be your 1 mark. Like that you will get your 3 marks for the graph. So that finishes our question 3. Let's move to question 4. First part, find a point P which divides internally the line segment joining the points A and B in the ratio 1:3. So let's see how we write it. We first draw the line and we write the coordinates of A and B, and we show P with X and Y as the coordinates, and we write 1:3, which is our ratio m::n, and I write this x1 y1 x2 y2 m::n, and using the formula, the section formula P x comma y, we will have mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and here my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Now we are going to take mx2, means this will multiply here, so that is 1 into 1, and this will multiply here, so that will be 3 into -3, and upon m plus n means 1 plus 3. The same way This will be multiplied with this y, that is 1 into minus 3. This 3 will multiply with this 9, that is 3 into 9 upon m plus n, that is 1 plus 3. This will give us 1 minus 9 upon 4, and here minus 3 plus 27, that will give us 24 upon 4. So you'll have minus 2, 6, and that's our answer. Now out here, to write correct substitution here 1 mark, and to get the correct calculations coordinates, that will be 1 mark. That is how distribution of marks will be. Question 4, second part. The letter of the word secondary is selected at random. What is the probability that the letter selected is not a vowel? Not a vowel means consonant. Okay, so let's write the steps because it's for 2 marks. You can again do this mentally, but for 2 marks we need to write the steps. So secondary, we write the solution set with S, E, C, like that, all the letters. So the total numbers count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we write that it is 9. Letter which is not a vowel means it will be consonant. So it will be S, then C, then N, then D, then R, and then Y. Got that? How many are these favorable outcomes? The consonants are 6. So we write the formula favorable number of outcomes upon total number of outcomes. That is 6 upon 9, 3 2s and 3 3s. That's how we'll get 2 upon 3, and that is our answer. So to get that 2 upon 3 will be 1 mark, and to write all these things, that will be your 1 mark along with the formula. Question 4, the third one. Use the graph paper. Take 2 centimeter equal to 1 unit along both the axes. Plot A, B, C, D, E, which is the origin. Then reflect B, C, D in y-axis and name them as B dash, C dash, D dash respectively. Join the points A, B, C, D, D dash, C dash, B dash and A in that order, and give geometric name to that closed figure. Now this is to be done on graph paper. Let's see how the graph paper looks like. So here I have written the coordinates of A, B, C, D and E, and B, C and D are reflected in y-axis. So B becomes minus 2, 2, C becomes minus 5, 2 and D becomes minus 4, 0. You know how to reflect it, right? So we first plot A 0, 4, that is here. B is 2, 2, that is here. C is 5, 2, that is here. And D is 4, 0, that is here. And E is 0, 0, that is here. And B dash will be reflected this way. So this is your B dash. C will be reflected like this to C dash. So C dash is here. And D will be reflected in y-axis like this. So D dash is here. Now they tell you to join these points. It was in A, B, C, D, D dash, C dash, B dash and A. Okay, so when you join it up, it looks like a crown, it looks like a boat, but that is not the geometrical name. Geometrical name is going to be a closed figure and it's bound by the straight line, so it's a polygon. What is the polygon over here? How many sides are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a heptagon. And also, can you see 2 of these angles are more than 180 degrees. Can you see that? And so it becomes a heptagon. You can write directly like that, or a concave heptagon. If one of the angles is more than 180 degrees, then it is called as a concave polygon. So it's a concave heptagon. Now out here, the scale was 2 centimeter equal to 1 unit on both axes. Alright, now this one is for 3 marks. So your concave heptagon, that will be your 1 mark. And to draw the points properly and to reflect them properly, joining up, that will give us another mark. Okay, of course, if you don't write the scale, you do not write here x-axis, y-axis, then 1 mark can go. Alright, so keep that in mind when you are working on a graph question. Question number 4, the fourth subpart. A solid wooden cylinder of radius 6 centimeters, height 16 centimeters, 2 cones each of radius 2 centimeters, height 6 centimeters, they are drilled out of the cylinder. Find the volume of the remaining solid. Take pi as 22/7. Now out here, you have to find the volume of the cylinder and subtract the volumes of the 2 cones. Now volume of the cylinder, you know the formula pi r square h, and can you see I have used capital R and capital H for cylinder, and for the cone small r and small h. So the examiner can see the distinction that you are making here. So pi into r is 6 into 6 into 16. Can you see that? Now 6 is 36 multiplied by 16. I have shown the working here. So it is 576 pi, those many centimeter cubes. For each cone, you will take 1/3 pi r square h, and that will give us 1/3 pi. Radius is 2 centimeter into 2 centimeter into height is 6. So 3 1s and 3 2s. So you'll have 2 2s, 4 2s, 8 pi centimeter cube. So the volume of the remaining solid. So we have 1 mark here and 1 mark for this, and 1 mark for doing the subtraction and getting the answer, because subtraction is not a big deal. Volume of the cylinder is 576 pi and volume of 2 cones will be 2 into 8, that is 16 pi. Subtracted 560. So basically 560 you will multiply by 22/7. 7 ones and 7 goes, 7 8s 56, so 80 times, and then 22 into 8 is 176, and add this 0 here, and that is your answer. Okay, so we are clear about question number 4. Let's come to question number 5. 2 chords AB and CD of a circle intersect externally at E. If EC is 2, this is 2 centimeter, and EA is 3, this is 3 centimeter, AB is 5, so this is 5 centimeter. Find the length of CD, which we call as X. Now EA into EB will be equal to EC into ED, because product of segments of chords are equal. So EA is 3, EB is 3 plus 5, EC is 2, and ED will be 2 plus X. So we will have 3 into 8 equal to 2 into 2 plus X. Take this to that side. So 3 into 8 upon 2, 2 1s and 2 4s is equal to 2 plus X. X plus 2 is equal to 12. X will be equal to 12 minus 2, which is 10 centimeter. Now here, to write all this will be 1 mark, and substituting and getting this answer, that would be your second mark. Now 5th question, second one. I have solved it here itself. I was feeling a little lazy to take the screenshot and put it there that side separately. So line AB is perpendicular. Can you see this AB? This is your A, this is your B, and this is your CD. So this is our C and this is our D. Coordinates of B, C, D are given here like so. and they are asking us to find the slope of CD. So we write the slope formula first, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Then slope of CD will be m1, and that will be y2 minus y1, means minus 1 minus 3 in the numerator and 0 minus 4 in the denominator. That gives us minus 4 upon minus 4, which will get cancelled, and you will have 1 as the slope of CD. So we got our first mark here. Now slope of AB, because we have to find the equation of AB. Slope of AB is going to be m2, which will be minus 1 upon f1. So slope of AB will be minus 1. Now AB has a slope minus 1 and it is passing through B 4, 0. And so y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. So y minus 0 is equal to m, means minus 1 here, and x minus this 4, and that will give us our equation as x plus y minus 4 equal to 0. So that gives us our second mark, to get all these correct and to get this. Okay, now we come to question number 5, third part. We have to prove this. So we take LHS. LHS is this, we copy as it is. Now we'll keep the denominator as it is and we will expand this. So we use a plus b whole square, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square will give us 1 plus 2 sine theta plus sine square theta. Here it will be like a minus b whole square. So 1 minus 2 sine theta plus sine square theta. Now what is getting cancelled? Can you see this is getting cancelled? So you'll have 1 plus 1, that is 2, and sine square gives us 2 sine square theta. We will remove 2 as the common factor, into bracket 1 plus sine square theta upon 2 cos square theta. 2 and 2 got cancelled. 1 plus sine square theta is in the numerator upon cos square theta. Now where do we have to go? We have to go to sec square theta plus tan square theta, which means there are 2 terms. So we will split this. 1 upon cos square theta plus sine square upon cos square theta. 1 upon cos square is sec square, sine square upon cos square is tan square, and that is our right hand side, and we have proved it. Now this is going to be for 3 marks. So expanding and getting the first step right, this would be the second step right, and splitting and getting the RHS, that is your third step. Okay, now fourth one, the mean of the following distribution is 50, find the unknown frequency, this one. So we have to make the table. I've copied the same thing, and then we need again the x value for finding the mean. 0 and 20, the mid value will be 10. Here it will be 30, then 50 here, 70 here, and 90 here. So we have f value here, x value here, and we find fx, that is 6 into 10, 60, f into 30, 30f, 8 into 5, that is 40, so 400, 12 7s 84, so 840, 8 into 90, that is 720, and then we add fx. So we get sigma fx equal to 30f plus we add this is 900, 1300, 2020. Okay, so we get this as the total for fx, and here also it will be f plus 28, 34, f plus 34. Okay, mean value is sigma fx upon sigma f. All we have to do is substitute for mean 50. Sigma fx is this value here, and sigma f is this value, that is here. Cross multiply and solve it, and you get f as 16. Now to get this value 1, this 1 mark, and to get this right is going to be 1 mark. So like that you will get your 3 marks for this question also. Let us look at our question 6. Now remember, there are 5 questions out of which we have to solve 3 questions. So I hope whichever questions you have solved, you have got your full marks or you understood how you had to attempt those questions. Let us go to question number 6. First part, prove that we have this equal to sec theta. So we start with LHS. By taking the LCM, we'll have this multiplying 1. So 1 plus sec theta plus tan square theta. Okay. Now remember, here we have to go towards sec theta. So we need to try and look for connection here which will lead us to sec theta. 1 plus tan square is equal to sec square. So I group these together and then in this place I'll write sec square theta. Everything else remains the same. In these two, sec theta is common. Into bracket we'll get sec theta plus 1 and denominator is 1 plus sec theta. They are the same brackets, we cancel. And we get sec theta, which is RHS, and we say hence proved. Now for this, your LCM and getting this connection is 1 mark. Taking out sec theta common and getting the answer to the RHS, that is a 1 mark. Question 6, second part. In the given figure, A, B, C, D are the points on the circle with center O, and ABC is given as 62. And can you see this AB? That's also given as the diameter. We have to find angle ADC. Where is ADC? This one, we'll call this as A. And CAB, this one, we will call this as B. Let us start solving the question. So exactly the same thing I have done here. This is your A, this is your B. Now, can you see this 62 is the angle which is subtended by this arc AC like so? So AC is subtending this angle also. So these two are angles in the same segment. They'll be 62 and that is our first mark. Okay, now we have to come to B. What do we know about B? It is part of this triangle. And we also know that AB is the diameter, which means this will be 90. Yes, because angle in the semicircle is 90 degrees. So that's what we have written here. And then we will take this triangle over here. And we will say 90 plus 62 plus B will be 180 degrees. Okay, can you see that in triangle ACB? Because angles of the triangle are supplementary. So to get this answer will be another mark. So that will be a 2-mark question. Let us come to the third part. Question 6.3. Find the equation of a line parallel to this line and passing through the intersection of these two lines. So we will have to get the slope of this line because our line, which is the required line, will have the same slope as it is parallel to this line. And we need a point through which it will pass. So these two lines where they intersect, we'll have to solve these simultaneously. So our required line is parallel to this. So we find the slope of this. So we find the slope of this by converting this into y is equal to mx plus c. So that becomes the slope m1 of the line which is given. So the slope of the required line, which will be m2, will also be the same as this because they are parallel. Okay, that is our 1 mark. The required line passes through the intersection of this line and this line. So we write them one below the other and we add. So y and y get cancelled. We'll have x plus 2x, that is 3x, and here it will be 12. So x will be equal to 12 upon 3, which is 4. Substitute x equal to 4 in this and that will give us y equal to 0. So the point of intersection is 4, 0. So that is our second mark. Now the required line, we already found out its slope and we know that it is passing to 4, 0. So we use slope point form, which is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So y minus this 0 is equal to minus 2 into bracket x minus this 4. Now y is equal to minus 2x and this multiplies plus 8. Keep x positive, so 2x plus y equal to 8, or you could write it as 2x plus y minus 8 equal to 0, and that is our third mark. Now we come to the last question of the paper, question number 4 of question number 6. Marks obtained by 40 students in an examination are given below. The marks are given here. Number of students are here. Use the graph paper and draw an ogive and then determine the median marks, and the scale is given 2 centimeters equal to 10 marks along one axis, and that would be our x-axis, and 2 centimeters equal to 5 students along the other axis, and this would be on our y-axis. Okay, let's look at the graph and let's look at the table. So we make the table with the marks, the number of students, and the cumulative frequency we'll need for the ogive. So 3 stays here. 3 plus 8 gives 11. 11 plus 14 gives 25. 25 plus 9 gives 34. 34 and 4 gives 38. And 38 and 2 gives 40. Now we take the upper limit and the cumulative frequency and we plot the points. So the points to plot will be 30, 11, 40, 25, 50, 34, 60, 38 and 70, 40, which is what we have written here. Now let's look at the graph. The graph has to have along one axis 2 centimeters equal to 10 units. So these are 2 centimeters, and that is our, actually this is the ICSE graph. As you can see over here, this is your name and index number. So exactly this is the type of graph that you'll get for the examination always. Okay, it's a 2 mm graph. So I have marked 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and along y axis it is the number of students, which is the cumulative frequency. This part is gone when I took the picture of it. Okay, so sorry about that. And that is what we write over here, cumulative frequency. On the x-axis, it will be marks, which will be shown like this. And we plot the points. What is our first point? It is 20, 3. So we take 20 here for the x coordinate, and 3 means, now see, there are 10 divisions. There are 10 divisions, and 10 divisions are equal to 5 units. So for 1 unit, you will have to take 2 divisions. So if I want 3, I will take 6 from here. So 5 and 1, 6, I marked it over there, 20 and this thing, and I wrote over here 20, 3. Our second point is 30, 11. So here 30, and this is 10, and then I've taken 2 divisions, so that is our 11 here. Okay, same way now, 40, it is 25, 50, 34. So this is your 35, and I come down 2 divisions to give that 34, 60, and here it is 38. So I come down from 44 divisions, I come down and mark it, and the last one is 70, 40. And just make sure that you take the earlier limit, the upper limit of the earlier interval, that is 10, and then draw a smooth graph like so. Okay, after you have drawn this, we need to find the median. Now n is equal to 40, which is the total number of students, and median will be n upon 2th term, which means 40 upon 2th term means 20th term. So we go to 20 and we show dash 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 where it meets the ogive. From there you drop perpendicular like this and make sure it is dashed line. Show this arrow, and then where it touches, that is your median. Now median, we don't have much space here to write, so we write Q2, and this is now from 40. Can you see there are 3 divisions over here? Here this is 10 divisions and 10 units, so each division is 1 unit. Can you see that? So this will be 37 marks. So 37 marks is your median. Okay, so with that we have finished this entire paper. Remember, out of 5 questions, 3 questions had to be solved by you. I have solved all of them. If you have not watched section A, you can see the link which will be in the description box and also somewhere in the first part of this video, and you can check out whether you have got everything right or no. In the meantime, stay focused for the remaining papers. If you have got your full marks, you can write your marks in the comments and let me know out of 40 how much you are anticipating. Okay? At the same time, don't lose heart if you have made some mistakes in the maths paper. You can always cover up with the next papers. You have 6 papers remaining, so you have good chance of bringing up your percent. In the meantime, study well, stay focused on your work, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.